Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. Yes, I look like egg. Thank you very much for that. I appreciate you. When we have this out of the way, fellas. First things first, today we are going to play with BZ-75. Since BZ-75, I have only one YouTube video with this tank, and currently I'm working towards the third mark of excellence, and I can tell you this is one of the most unreliable son of the bananas out there. Anyways, we are going to play some live games now, and you are going to see some of the best of very soon with this tank, because I'm about to finish it. But before that, fellas, I want to highlight about the new feature in the index page. If you would pay attention over there, you would notice there is a new feature which is called modules. Pretty much my recommendations, what to research, what to get for yourself, what to start with. Do I recommend to start with a turret? Do I recommend to start with a gun? What to research, what not to research? I hope this is going to be very nice and overall a good feature for you boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. That being said, I believe we can start our journey and we can try to make this mother trucker work. Let's do this. Okay, so the first things first, fellas. We're playing on Overlord standard battle. We have a tier 10 matchmaking. Lately I played with this vehicle probably 2 days in a row, if I'm not mistaken. We raised a lot where the gun mark goes. We are about to touch it and about to claim it. And I figured out some things about this tank. First things first, let's start from the positives, okay? The rocket boosters are absolutely amazing to get into position. This is glorious and this is awesome. 650 alpha damage for a heavy tank isn't bad by any shape or any form, and that sounds good, that looks good, and it's just overall nice, right? Straightforward, this is very nice, and this is very much enjoyable and very much appreciated in my humble opinion, right? So far so good. Now, what is not so good? What is not so good about this tank is the gun handling. Yes, for 650 alpha damage you cannot hit absolutely everything. I get it, I'm very well aware of that. It is understandable that the gun more likely is going to be a bit derpy, right? I believe it makes sense. But this thing is very weird, and weird guns are just simply straight up weird. Sometimes you are hitting every and each shot, snapshot over whatever 500 meters, you are booming, and sometimes you are sticking your gun up the enemy bottom and you are just simply missing the shot. That being said, playing with this tank in the longer distance, it's very close to impossible. So you need to place somewhere very close to the enemies, and you need to try to stick your gun up their bottom and just try to slap them in this way. That being said, it is not the easiest experience to play with this tank. You need to know exactly what you are doing. And whenever you have a shots like this towards the T-57 minus 600 in the face, that's great. I mean, that seems very good. Now, where the armor goes, there is 3 cupolas over there. 1, 2, 3. So pretty much, if anyone will hit you above the turret, or I supposed to say into the upper part of the turret, you are going to take 1 for the team, and it will hurt, right? You are going to lose some of the hit points, that's for sure. On the positive way, you have the turbo boosters and you can escape and you can outrate pretty much most of the tanks in the game. So, you know, this tank is rated average in the index page, and I stand by that. I think this tank, all this tank is average vehicle, right? With some positives and quite a bit of the negatives. Now, my experience, I had a very great time until I hit like 88-89% of the mark of excellence where this tank goes. What do you mean skill you had a great time? Well, hear me out. the games were relatively easy. I was able to punish enemies without even asking their name. I could do many good things towards the enemy forces, right? Whenever I hit 89%, maybe it's attitude, maybe it's something else, but I started missing most of my shots, and all I do, I scream about this tank, right? And I think it is very important thing to highlight this. No, I don't think this tank is an unplayable pile of Kaku. No, I think this tank... no, I do not really think that this tank is bad by any shape or any form. But it has its features and it has its moments, to say that the least, okay? I think this is very important thing to highlight. Also, armor, once in a while, you know, you can bounce shot or two. That's great. You can ram the living crap out of the enemies. That's also absolutely amazing, and this is a respect-worthy feature, you know? This is awesome. Obviously, trading against the tanks like 60 TP isn't the wisest choice overall, but hey, who said I am wise, right? Who said that I am wise, fellas? No one did. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, let's try to eliminate this guy from the game. Good. That is very nice. That is very nice. Arta is hitting us, and I think this is a game over. There is nothing what we can change about this. Accept it. Better luck next time. I'm dead over there. That's fine. My average performance whenever I went with a full focus on this tank was approximately 4.2, 4.3 thousand damage and 1,000 assisting damage. So I played for over 5,000 combined, but this is me try-harding, which isn't happening that often. So, my overall opinion about this tank can work whenever enemies cannot aim or whenever enemies are not so aggressive towards you, right? To outtrade enemies is very good, so with this tank you can trade properly, right? As an example, Super Conqueror, you hit him for 650, you take 400 and whatnot. Overall, tank isn't bad, but it's not my favorite vehicle, to say that the least. Obviously, fellas, feel free to leave your comment down below. What do you think about this tank yourself? And let's teleport to the scoreboard. Okay, fellas, very first battle defeat, but that is okay. That is to be expected. 3.9 thousand damage, 100 assisting damage. We are okay. We are third by experience. We are third by the damage. Can't complain too much. We lost a bit of the credits, but that's to be expected whenever you are spamming so much gold. One more thing, what is important to say, this tank, since this tank is kind of inaccurate, right? Even though 650 alpha damage is okay, and for this alpha damage, you can't expect to hit every single shot. You need to spam a bit of the heat ammunition. It's an important thing to highlight. Okay, excellent. Airfield standard battle. Now, what is not so excellent is Airfield as a map itself, right? What is excellent is that we are playing against the lower tiers, right? So tier 8s, we can slap the living crap out of them, and we can show some dominance. So what we are going to do, we are going to boost ourselves over there, and what we are expecting enemies to cross through the open field here, okay? There is a guy who will cross like this. I swear to Banana Lord. In fact, I'm going to load the standard ammunition because I can. And we are going to slap him going just like so. We are taking our time to pre-aim. And there is always at least one guy who is going up. Beautiful, you see? This is very good feature of this tank. You are arriving early to position and you are slapping someone crossing. I mean, there is nothing not to love, to be completely honest with you. There is nothing not to love. Meanwhile, another hit, you know? Enemies simply do not expect the heavy tank with alpha damage like this just slap you in the left or in the right so quickly, you know? Whenever they are taking the standard positions and whatnot. I hope that makes sense. And this is a very good start for us. We punished enemies 3 times literally for free. There is nothing not to love. There is nothing not to like. This is absolutely gorgeous and this is absolutely amazing. Now, as you can see, we are taking our time to aim our shots properly. Unfortunately, we missed the shot towards the E5, but that's okay. That's to be expected. That's all good. Now, This guy will be an annoying son of the banana, but you know what? We are okay. We have alpha damage advantage. And we have gun made in China. This is my problem with this tank, you know? I am so glad that I highlighted this, that the gun handling is definitely made in China, that the gun handling can be bloody awful and it can be annoying for sure. But that's okay, let it be. We are completely fine. All we need to do, we need to try to snap this effing tank, fellas. Yeah. Okay. No more peeking. E5 is superior tank over this one. That's okay. One tank has actually normal gun, another doesn't. Accept it. So this is very, very, very good thing. And yesterday, I must admit, I was tilted to the maximum with this tank. And by saying I was tilted, I mean the tank. I was about to throw the monitor through the window while playing with this tank. Okay, that's the level of the tilt I am talking about. Which is kind of sad, because this tank definitely has the potential. It's definitely not the worst tank in the world of tanks and whatnot. And you can out-trade enemies without bigger problems whatsoever, right? But in the same time, you need to be lucky and you need to simply hope that RNG is going to be in your side. Now this E5 is thinking, oh, I will push an Airfield. What a great idea this is. That was just simply silly goose decision, and that wasn't smart. But that's okay, let it be. I'm pushing in front like this. The main reason why am I pushing in front like this, because BZ is on our butt. So I do not really want to get slapped by the BZ for obvious reasons, right? And I'm going to take one more, I am going to make one more shot. That is completely fine, at least that's what I am hoping for. Unless this gentleman is going to escape, he escaped. Okay, time to escape, time to run for my life before it's too late. Excusez-moi, thank you very much, sir, I appreciate you. Okay, we escaped from all of this. Even with this horrible gun handling, we're still sitting on the 4,000 damage, right? I believe we can definitely highlight this feature and we can say, yeah, that's awesome, you know? You are stacking up the damage, life is beautiful, but the frustration this tank is coming with, this is out of this world. And I hope, fellas, I hope this is understandable and I hope it's fair what am I saying about this tank, because I truly believe in this and I stand for what I say, you know? Okay. Very, very, very nice. So far, so good. We still should be able to get maybe shot to the BZ would be very much appreciated. Do I want to do that? Okay. If you would pay attention over there, you would see that Charfutur is making a bit of the pressure here, but that is okay. We do not need to panic about this. We have Love and we have Grille. I want to punish Mr. Grille, but this is long range shot, but luckily we got this. Very, very nice. Very nice. Now imagine, fellas, if we would hit our shots to the E5, we would have plenty of the hit points and we would have a dance party over there. We would live our best life, if you know what I mean. Good, so far 6.6 thousand damage, and there is, you cannot see the ending of this, right? I mean, yeah, sure, I'm down to fartable, I understand this, but still, this game has quite a bit of the potential. Quite a bit of potential, fellas. Okay. How about this Grille? I would love to see this Grille moving back. Come on, move back, you mother trucker. Move back. Don't be afraid. I see that Leo proxy spotted me. I don't care. Oh, what I care about this BZ. That's what I care about. It's okay. So far, so good, fellas. So far, we are playing relatively safe. We are enjoying our journey. We are having a great time. And we are having a blast. Meanwhile, the guy is going in front. I missed the tier 8. The tier 8 missed me with high explosive gun. He's complaining about his RNG, even though he was lucky to the level that I did not penetrate at him. Right? Now we have Leo. Leo is dropping down. Hopefully he will die. Unfortunately, he didn't. It's okay. Not the game I'm going to cry about. And you know what? I'm very happy that we had this battle to show how frustrating this thing can be. Okay? And I truly mean it. Also, you may say skill, maybe use ventilation rammer stabilizer or improved aiming unit rammer stabilizer. I get the point what you are saying, fellas, but the gun then gun handling sure would be better than it is with turbo, but this tank isn't fast whenever you are out of the turbo chargers. That is very important thing to say, okay? So keep this in mind. Anyways, let's see what is the score. Okay, fellas, we are back. 6.6 thousand damage, 500 assisting damage. Definitely cannot complain about this. Yeah, but if you are comparing this tank with BZ-176, BZ-176 is actually a better tank. I mean, I'm not even joking. I would rather play with BZ-176 in the tier 10 than I would play with BZ-75. It's madness. Anyways, we lost 13,000 credits. We got 6.6 thousand damage, 600 base experience. That is okay. So far, we are playing good. So far, our average is 5.3 thousand damage, 300 assisting damage. But the tilt level is raising as well a bit. Just being honest, just explaining what this tank will give to you. Okay, guys, quite straightforward. We are playing in Empire's border. So what is the goal, what is the dream, and how do we want to do this? I want to believe we are going to take this position at first, and after that, obviously, we will see. And once again, the best thing ever from all of this is... we're just arriving to position real quick. That is awesome. That is amazing. We are going to be the first heavy tank in the field, and it will take approximately for us 3 to 4 rocket boosters in order to get into position. Probably 3. I will start another rocket booster whenever I go on top of the hill, and we are going to be fine. So as you can see, we can keep up with the levels of the medium tank, right? And that is absolutely amazing, and that is absolutely good. To go on top of the hill, I mean, whenever we have a booster on, we are actually moving to the level of the medium tank, right? And that is a good stuff, truly. That is amazing. Now, what do we want to see? We want to see... maybe Fava 4005 sitting somewhere over there. Maybe enemy medium tank. Oh, IS-7, how are you doing? Okay, that is awesome. This is exactly what we want to see. Oh, hi. Look at this beauty. This is going to be very, very nice. I really like the situation. Even though enemies are thinking that they are sitting extremely well over there, they do not. I can promise you that they do not sit well here. All we need to do, we need to keep slapping them left, right, and center, and we are booming. And this IS-7, look how brave this mother trucker is. Absolutely crazy. Meanwhile... Guys? Guys? Hello? Boys? Cool. Would you be so kind to help me? Or do I ask too much? Because I have a feeling that I may ask too much. Watch this. This may be fun. Okay. Now, one more thing. What is very, very good. You can ram the living crap out of the enemies as well, which is very much appreciated, and that is nice. By the way, from the enemy side, this is a brutal mistake. You never push this side from the enemy side, okay? What do I mean by saying this? You always take the middle from this spawn, and from this spawn you go here. This is the best play. This is the most profitable result, you know, and it just looks the greatest and the finest, if I can say so. I must admit that the gun handling is treating us super well in this game, and looks like our team is winning the battle as well, which is very much appreciated, and I would say that is a solid banana out of 10. Now, this is going to be a bit nuts, but I'm ready to take the risk. First things first, we are going to penetrate this light tank in the ass. Okay, we are not going to penetrate this light tank in the ass, but at least we attempted to do so. Now, we are going to turbo ourselves to this Fava, and he won't like this. Nah! High explosive, nah! Look at this beauty. I mean, that is gorgeous and that is absolutely amazing, right? And once again, our performance with this tank is real good and we are doing an excellent job over there. You can look at this however you want to. We are doing an excellent job, right? And yet, still, I don't think this tank is good and I do not really think this tank is epic. I practiced for this tank for 2 days. Our performance is looking alright. Our performance is looking gorgeous, right? We are playing this game real good and really well. But it doesn't change the fact that the tank is coming with extra frustration taste, okay? And overall the bad flavor in the mouth, if that makes sense, right? And I believe many of you would agree with me, especially if you played with this vehicle yourself. Meanwhile, what I want to do, I want to slap this. Oh my bananas, you lucky mother trucker. I'm talking about myself, fellas. I am just calling myself a lucky mother trucker. How you can hit the shot on the move, and in the previous game I was missing the shots 5 meters away. Yeah, that is World of Tanks, my friends. That is World of Tanks. Not a big surprise, nothing unusual, nothing. Yeah. You know, every and each time, fellas, I want to make a YouTube video about the tank, which I do not enjoy that much. And we have a situation like this. I'm just slaughtering. I'm going in front like a bloody Wolverine, and I'm beating the living crap out of everyone. I mean, I do not know what to say. You know what? I know nothing in the game. This tank is the best tank in the World of Tanks, and I do not know what I'm talking about. Thank you very much for watching, fellas. That's awesome. 7.2 thousand damage. We played well. We did everything properly. A high caliber Confederate medal. First by damage, second by experience. We got 125,000 profits, although most of the profits are coming from completing the mission. And our session with this tank is 6,000 damage. Not much what I can say about this. Don't listen to me, fellas. I do not know what, clearly, I do not know what I'm talking about. The tank is the best tank in the World of Tanks. I love you all with all my heart and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.